All right, this live is only for females only, guys, that are on the IUI journey or the IVF journey. So please respect it. If any rude comments, rude remarks, disrespectful things, you're going to be automatically removed from the channel, removed from the live, and completely blocked from everything. I don't tolerate any BS. So only females only on the live, guys, that are on the IUI journey or the IVF journey. And respect everyone's opinions and everyone's feelings. And even people are welcome if they have had miscarriages. They're welcome on my live as well. So, hi, how are you? How's your day going? Are you okay? I'm just taking it easy. We're talking about of the IVF and everything, and IUI, artificial insemination and stuff. So, talking to women out there that are going through the same thing or want to go through it. So, well, I hope you get better and everything. I hope it's nothing serious, you know what I mean? So take it easy, be careful and everything. And I send you a heart. Don't forget that you have to go to physical therapy and everything and do all the steps when you have a car accident. I had a car accident in 2023. Thank you. Hi, new person. As a woman of color, I sympathize. Much love. Thank you. There's a lot of people going through changes in life about pregnancy, by IVF, by IUI, and everything like that. So that's why I did the video and everything, because a lot of people need somebody to talk to, you know what I mean? Me, I'm working on the path of the IUI journey because I had a tumor, and unfortunately the doctor took it upon himself without consent of mine after he said he wasn't going to take it out. He took out my fallopian tube and my ovary. So I'm only having one ovary and one fallopian tube, and I only have a 2% chance of getting pregnant. So that's why I'm in the journey of IUI, because I have to have help down the road of fertility, like they say. So I went, and that was my decision. I was supposed to work another week without permission, but this accident does not count as working days. This is too bad. My trip to Turkey was extended due to my recovery. Okay. Well, just recover. Just take it easy and everything like that. Rest and everything. So But remember, go to the doctors when you have to. You have to do physical therapy for your leg and everything. Remember that. It's really hard to understand people, even if I go to them to help them. They see me as a... Yeah, it happens. It happens. Unfortunately, it does. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. I'm doing good. I'm just taking it easy and everything. I decided to go on live and talk about the, journey of IUI. And, some people are on the journey of IVF. They're welcome in and everything. I'm in the USA. And this is where I record everything, because I do other things on my channel. I record clothes, I do cleaning videos, and so much more. From India? Okay, welcome. Hi, how are you, Garcia? How are you? No, I don't. I never been there. We have friends that are from India and everything like that. I grew up around people that they're Indian and stuff. I grew up around every type of culture. I grew up around Jewish people. I grew up around Muslims. I grew up around Indian people, white people, Spanish people, black people. Yeah. I'm talking about IVF and IUI. And people that have had miscarriages and stuff like that are welcome in and everything. That's the subject. It says it in the title. Thank you. I love my hat. So, just be careful. Be careful when you're around situations of scenes and everything like that. Always, be with your partner and stuff like that. Just take it easy. Stop being in bad places. Listen to your intuition at all times. Park dog 588. No problem. It's okay. I know. You can't save everyone. Just always remember that. Oh, thank you, Garcia. Yeah. So, let's see, guys. Who's on the IUI or who's on the IVF or who has had miscarriages so we can discuss it. Okay, nice meeting you. Welcome in. You're welcome to subscribe to the channel, guys, if you like. I always go live mostly every day when I get a chance and everything. It's not our job to get people. It's our job to help people. Yeah, I know. To give advice to anyone that connects them to life. Yeah, I know. I know, but it's very hard. Look what happened to me. I try to be honest with my doctor and tell them that they never called me for my surgery of the time-wise. And look, he got mad at me because I told him being honesty is the best policy, like they say. No, honesty is not the best policy. He took it upon himself, came out with the attitude, and he told me, I'm not doing your surgery. Excuse me? Just like that. And I said, look, I don't have a problem if your team didn't call me. I just want to let you know so you could be aware so you could sit down. And he took it upon himself to take my fallopian tube out and my ovaries. So my chances of getting pregnant is 2%. So they might be like 98% that I can't get pregnant. Plus, I can't get pregnant the natural way with someone if I was in a relationship. I need help, so I have to go to fertility doctors. Look how the doctor screwed up my life. Instead of saying, let me wake her up, let me talk to her, let her know what's going on, but he just took it upon himself because he got pissed at me because I was telling him that nobody called me. Look at that. So you can't always save everyone. You know what I mean? It's good giving advice to a certain extent. You know what I mean? And I know you're Muslim and everything. I know Muslims love to help. They're very caring people and everything because they have a good heart and everything. But it's very hard to change people these days. I know. I know you're 22. I know. You told me that the last time. Who wanted to harm you? Yeah, harm you. Yeah. Just because I was a police in uniform. Yes, exactly. That's why you have to be careful. I wish you the best, and I always send you always hearts and everything for you to be okay, because it's not an easy job being a police officer, being a cop, being a security guard, being a undercover. It doesn't matter. It's just you have to be careful. Not everybody's good people. You know how many people have betrayed me for $20, $5, $10 that almost got me killed? You know what I mean? So that's why I don't want friends. That's why I don't need friends. You know what I mean? If I'm going to do bad, I'll do bad on my own. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Always be aware. I want you to take care of yourself. Watch your surroundings and everything. You're only 22 years of age. You're just a baby. I'm saying it as a big sister. I'm saying it as a mom. I'm saying it as a caring person. You're only 22. You have your whole life ahead of you. Hey, Marilyn. There's no one on the stream, and I'm here. I feel like this stream's gonna be long. Either way. But like I'm telling you, just, you know. Hi there, I'm from South Africa. My first time. Oh, nice meeting you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Nice meeting you. So just always remember, my goal is to talk to people and swap and lead them to the right path. I know. I know. I do the same thing. Some people appreciate it. Some people don't. I'll give you stories and I'll tell you. I try to help people and they backstab me. I have tried to help people and people try to actually physically kill me. Go figure. But like they say, you can't take the camel to the river to drink the water. He has to go on his own to drink the water. Can't force anything. When someone wants to be helped, they'll ask. Nowadays, people don't want no help at all. Yeah, they're content with living the swamp life and they don't care, I know. Bad consequences, yeah, I know. I know, I see it every day. I see it every day. But you got to remember, you got to think about you. Don't get into any type of altercations, any drama. Let me tell you a story. And this is actual facts. A guy seen, unfortunately, there's two stories, but these are actual facts and these were actual stories because, by the way, I need to wear my sunglasses. Okay. One person, unfortunately, very sad, He decided to defend a girl. This is not his girlfriend, not his wife, not his side piece, not his nothing of his. He was just in a club, unfortunately, like they say, in the wrong place at the wrong time. The guy is mistreating the girlfriend. So another guy seen that, and he was raised the right way, that you're not supposed to lift your hand to a woman or any type of thing. He got in. He fought the guy. Didn't kill him, nothing or anything. They gave him life. They gave him life. And the girl didn't defend him. She defended the boyfriend, the one that was whipping her behind. So think about it. When you see something, walk away. Don't put your 2 cents. Don't put yourself in that type of thing, because the one that pays the consequences is you, unfortunately. You're sweet. You're funny. So, you know what I mean? Just be careful. Not everybody's your friend. Not everybody you can help. You know? Just always remember that. You'll see it with experience in life. You're only 22. By the time you hit 25, 30, you'll remember my words. You'll go back to my videos, because my videos will still be here, because they're not going over. Unless YouTube goes away forever and it doesn't exist anymore, you know. But like I said, just think about it. Oh, and the other story was, another one was, the guy got in. He saw an altercation. The girl was screaming because the guy was whipping her behind. I mean, dragging her. He did a disaster to her and everything. He got in, and unfortunately, the poor guy got stabbed, died on the steps of his mother's home. And the girl testified in court, oh, no. He was fighting my boyfriend. You were fighting he was fighting your boyfriend. He was defending you. But she lied and everything, but karma came and got her ass. Like they say, street justice. So, like they say, karma doesn't forget an address. Karma has receipts. But she lied, and the guy kicked her to the curb. He cheated on her and one with another woman. And she was all alone without a dime. And then, you know, the street took care of her. Unfortunately. I don't want to have a girlfriend because the environment is very bad. Yep. And it's very difficult to find a good girl. Yep. Find a girl. Yep. Who's compatible with Islam. Yep. My only love is our Creator, Almighty Allah. Unfortunately, yeah. Yep. With the times we're living, yeah. Yep, in my life, I wanted to be, you know, this before. I wanted to be married, have kids, as many as I could have. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. But, you know, my life didn't turn out like that. I just got played, cheated on. I had to deal with racism. I had to deal with religion-wise, because I'm of one thing and another person was another. So it clashed. And then if you didn't have the bloodline of this, it was just bad. I've been dealing with this since I was 10 years old. So I don't judge people. I just, like I said, to each his own. That's it. Yeah, I know. I read a little bit of the Quran at one time, a long time ago. So I was just, you know, seeing other cultures and seeing how they are, and I think it is described as a path of leading to sin. Yeah. And that's what we do. Yeah, I know. The hardest thing is to find people with pure hearts, yep, and make friends with them, yep. That is very hard. Very hard. Very hard. I only have one person that I could call my friend and my family. I have friends. I'll explain to you the other two because I only have a few. Like you count on your hand. The one is my ride to die, the love of my heart as friend and family is one person. His name is Mike Chavez. He lives in United States. Not saying where he is. That person is everything to me. We're like brother, sister, family, to say husband, wife type. We're just jokesters, me and him. But he saved my life because I was bleeding down my legs and everything because I was pregnant at the time. And this is 2009. And like I said, I had a very high risk pregnancy. So he carried me. He treated me like I was a princess of Cinderella, you know, picking me up, you know what I mean? That beautiful fairy tale. So he picked me up and he put me in his sister's car. I put blood all over the car. He rushed me to the hospital. He didn't leave my sight. That's a friend and that's family. And that person I thank all the time, like, you know, thank you so much. You're my best friend. I love you. I care for you. You are my family. That's what I tell him all the time. I text him. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but that's what I text him when I had his phone number at the time. But I changed my number so many times, so it's one of those. So I always say, you know, thank you for being there for me. Thank you for this and everything. That's my best friend. Then I have another friend that I went to school with. He's a great friend. And that friend is in United States as well. I don't want to say his name because I keep his name privacy. This one that I tell you, the first one, he don't mind. So. Yeah. But that's my ride to die person. But he picked me up like Cinderella. It was so cute. Because I was fat and pregnant. So you figure a big stomach type, you know, big enough, and then trying to pick that up. You know what I mean? I had weight on me, so. But he picked me up. It was sweet. He put me in the car and everything. He didn't leave my sight. He even wanted to go in the room where they check you down there and everything. He wanted to be by my side, make sure the baby's okay. And that's what he did. I was like, no, you can wait outside. You don't have to stay that much close, you know what I mean? So. And that's my great best friend ride to die. So that's why I say you have to be careful who you make friends with, who you're friends with, who you have around and everything. Friends are like $1 in the pocket. Changes from one hand to another. Hey, Edward. Thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. And, you know. Yeah, and the Quran says it. Yeah, I know. Nobody has a pure heart these days. I just don't understand. I don't know. Everybody just has bad intentions, or the fact is that everybody always wants something in return. You know what I mean? How have you been? Been taking it easy and everything. So unfortunately, Edward, I wasn't supposed to lift something. Well, I had no choice because I have no help. So I did lift it, and unfortunately my stitches, I guess it opened up a little bit. I started bleeding. So I was like, I haven't touched anything anymore. So, yeah. So I made it like a little worse. I said, why is it bleeding again? So I'm glad to help you. I'm glad to have a conversation with you. I'm glad that I can, you know. Yeah, the world seems off. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. So Edward, I'm just talking about the IVF journey and the IUI journey because and learning English, yeah. It's the age of self, yeah. So Edward, I was saying about yeah, I'm talking about artificial insemination, on my live because a lot of people are going through that and nobody to talk to and stuff. Well, I'm gonna be going on the artificial insemination journey very soon, and those are my plans. I've been selling everything practically I own of the stuff that I'm selling and everything. Yeah, my baby girl. Yep. So so far so good. I've been putting the anything that I make and everything away and everything. I sold a couple of things, so I was like, okay, good. It's going down the right track and everything. So little bit by little bit. That's it. That's all I want. That's gonna be my birthday Christmas gift to myself from myself. So, are you married or single? I'm single. I'm not married. Never been married. And if I've been married without papers. Like they say, you live with the person and you date the person for 10 or 20 years type of situation to say like that. That's considered a marriage to me. So I was in a relationship, met my first love at 10, became boyfriend and girlfriend when we were teenagers, and then the relationship ended when I was 20. So that's the thing, unfortunately. So I already been married without papers. I've been married. I already know that experience and everything like that. So you know what I mean? So I've been there. I'm not going traveling nowhere no time soon. I'm taking all this time into the next year to rest and recover. So yeah. So most likely, yeah. The thing is that I might. Well, I did my first pregnancy, the one that I have my child that's alive and everything. I did 10 months. So they always say when you're on your second, third pregnancy, whatever, it goes quicker. So I don't know. Might be going 7, 8 months, maybe. I don't know. Depends. So that's why I'm just finding out all the details and everything. I already know how much it's costing me. It's enough, and that's gonna be like out of pocket type. So it's gonna be an interesting. What in the world? Oh Lord, children these days between the dog and the kid, he's fighting with the dog, like trying to imitate him. Okay, like you see, you hear Baby Gizmo. Well, Baby Boss. Sorry, his name is Baby Boss because one of my subscribers on here changed his name. What is it? It sounds like a stupid question. I'm sorry, but tech investment, I don't know. So Edward, no, the thing is that all it is, IVF is when I'm not doing IVF. That's too painful. That's to take medication every day, injections every day. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the artificial insemination is going to the sperm bank, pick the donor, you pay the amount, because it's not cheap either. Pay the amount of the sperm that you're buying of the donor, and then it sends over to the doctor's office, and then they put, I think it's a catheter or something. Yeah, it's a catheter because I remember what they were telling me. They schedule your appointment, they put you in a room, then they put the sperm exactly where it needs to go and everything, and that's when you take your chance. There's a chance that it might work as it might not. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I'm taking the chance, and everybody's gonna come with me on the journey. Because I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna record everything so I can have my memories. You know how I am with my memories. You're welcome. Yeah, Google it or check it on YouTube, and then you see the procedure. Just try to type in IUI procedure, and then it'll show you. It'll give you like the breakdown and everything. But like I said, but Edward, to be honest with you, I always wanted to have a relationship. I always wanted to be married. You know, it's not like this was always my plan. But unfortunately, life didn't, you know, life wasn't good to me like that. Yeah, exactly, Edward. Yeah, so. Yeah, this was my last option, you know what I mean? My last option, what I wanted to do and stuff. So this is the choice that I made. This is the only choice I had. You know what I mean? And you know for a fact, Edward, being a guy and everything, you know for a fact. Hold on, give me a second. So the thing is that you know for a fact, guys don't want a female, you know, if they can't have kids. And if they need help or everything like that, and it kicks out money, a guy's not going to do it. They rather just get some other healthy girl or a plaything or a lover or whatever, and boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So, that's what nowadays, you know what I mean? So, there goes baby Gizmo, baby boss. Anyway. Hi, 6100. I'm good. I'm just having a discussion here of IVF and IUI. So that's the thing. But me, if I would have had someone, if like actually somebody that actually cared for me or I cared for, you know what I mean? There was actual true love, because I was always looking for, and I had it once, you know what I mean? I wanted that true love, that spark, that forever. I mean, that you grow old with, and then you see your grandkids and everything. Like, everything was taken away from me. Look, I could have been a grandmother already, a great grandma already, but unfortunately, it was just, you know, taken away from me. So my oldest would have been going on 22, because I was pregnant very young. And then scenario of what that person did to me. That's why I don't have that child. But you know what I mean? So now with this journey, and hopefully, like I said, I'm just focusing the positive way that it works and everything like that, because I'm only trying this once because it's costing money. And I'm selling everything I own to be able to do it. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, no way, you're not that old. No, seriously. My oldest would have been 22 by now. Yeah. My alive child, he's going to be 16. Let me see. Hold on, give me a second over. read your messages, Edward. So blessed to hear you give advice to those who need. Oh, thank you. Well, I know you thought do this for a while, so you know what you're doing and what you want. That's what counts. Thank you. What's the backup plan? Just in case the first stimulus doesn't work. Edward, if it doesn't work, that's it. I'm not gonna waste any more money. Like I said, that's it. This all the money I'm putting in, I'm selling everything I own. You know what I mean? My jewelry and everything just to be able to do the first try. It's costing a lot. I'm just gonna tell you, just sperm alone in the sperm bank is $1,000. And some of them are even more than that. And just the procedure, just to put the sperm where it needs to be in the doctor's office and everything inside the woman after they do the little catheter and everything, that's $1,500. Right there's $2,500 right there. So, you know what I mean? It is very difficult to understand people's life. It's very difficult, but what we have to do is write in our own holy book. I really love you for expecting respect and love. Oh, thank you. No, they tell me it won't work. It won't work. I only have a 2% chance. It won't work. It won't work. And like I said, I truly don't want to like be with anyone. I had bad luck. I had very bad luck. Nobody appreciated me. Everybody played me dirty. They wanted what was out in the street. You know what's out in the street: drugs, AIDS, HIV, all kinds of diseases. That's what they wanted. They wanted sluts, whores, prostitutes. For some kind of reason, it's like a thrill for them. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, like I said, and I have a problem that men becomes jealous of me of the line of work I do, or if I make more money than them. I have problems with relationships if religion-wise. I'm like, I respect everybody's religion, but don't downgrade my religion. Don't try to change me. Don't try to say that my religion is this and everything like that. It was just too much. And when I was pregnant, the same thing. Oh, the baby's gonna be what the father is, not what the mother is. It got chaos. And sometimes people want to have their cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of girl. You know what I mean? I'm to myself. I'm a house girl. I cook and clean. I treated men like kings. But nobody appreciated it. I did so much. I mean, the things I have done, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I treated them like kings. Breakfast in bed. You know what I mean? Because that's the way I was raised. Breakfast in bed. I was, you know, I'm a princess. You know what I mean? So that's how I wanted to treat my partner, as my king, as my prince. Unfortunately, nobody, they never valued me as a person, valued me of my heart or anything. They just wanted to change me, use me, whatever. What do you think about? I don't get into anything about, you know, any of that. I really don't. I don't want to get into that. It gets too controversial and everything like that. Some people understand, some people don't. Me, I just hope peace on earth on everyone. I mean, that's all I care about, that everybody has peace on earth. I don't think about wars. I don't think about fights in countries and religion-wise. I don't get involved in none of that. I know. I know, Edward. But after all the stuff that I've seen, I'm tired. My heart can't take no more. It actually can't. My heart hurts from my soul. And once it hits the soul, it's really deep. Very painful. And when you get accustomed to being by yourself for so many years, you love your own company. So, being by myself, it's doesn't make a difference. It makes me content, makes me happy. Being with somebody would have made me happy, same thing. But I love myself so much that I make my own happiness. I make my own peace. Like I always tell people, what can a man do for me that I can't do myself? I can buy clothes. I can buy shoes. I could buy diamonds. I could buy emeralds. I can buy pearls. If I want to go on a trip, I don't need a man for it. Like women nowadays, all they care about is money and the diamond ring. How big of a rock? They can't survive without a man. They can't make it in life without a man. And they want a man to do everything for them, unfortunately, you know? I don't need a man to survive. I'm an independent woman. Women nowadays are not independent. Also, if I want to have a baby, I don't really need a man. I could just go to a sperm bank. That's the options that we have nowadays. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with drama. I don't want to deal with headaches. I don't want to deal about other women calling cell phones. I dealt with it so much in my life. The disrespect. I don't trust nobody anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, you should be. You have so much to share and teach and create and receive. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Edward. I'm just saying men think that they can buy me with material things. I can give myself material things. That's the thing. I see females nowadays, and unfortunately, hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Females nowadays are just materialistic. What kind of car you drive? Ooh, you have that kind of car. Oh, yeah, I can't. You work at the, no, I can't. Oh, he has a better car. Oh, let me go with it. No, 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 no. That's why I can't have female friends. That's why I don't want female friends. You know what I mean? Everything I ever got in my life, I have it for 15, 20, 30, 40 years type situation. I even have stuff since the day I was born. But anyway, the thing is, how do you call it? I started working. My first $100, I was five and a half years old. Like I was 5.5 years old, yeah, because I was small. I was cute and adorable. I made my first $100. You know what I mean? Because I'm a jewelry designer. I was playing, when I was a kid, I started making a necklace, and my mother's sister's friend went like this. She saw it. She's like, I'm just working on the jewelry, and she just took it out of my hand, and she gave me a $100 bill. Remember, I'm like 5.5 years old. You know what I mean? 5.5 years old. You know? And $100, I'm like, what the hell? In my mind, like, what is this? What is this? It's like paper. You know what I mean? Remember, I didn't, $100 is $100. I wanted my bracelet. I mean, my necklace at the time. I wanted my necklace, get my necklace back. To this day, I still think about my necklace. And the thing is that, how do you call it? I made the necklace, and then I was carrying around $100 like this. And they're like, who lost their rent money? Who lost their, like, and the thing is, everybody thought, no, nobody lost their money. Nobody lost their money. And then the girl came out and said, no, I gave her $100 because she made this beautiful necklace. So then I started hiding, of course. As a child, I was hiding. I went to the basement. So I started making the earrings. I started making the bracelet. So people ratted me out. They're like, oh, I haven't seen it, but check the basement because she always hangs out there. Oh, my God. So another $100. She took the earrings and the bracelet. I said, that's it. I'm not making no more jewelry. And I never made no more jewelry. Until I was, a little older. Took years. Because I said, oh, they're going to take it away from me. Oh, they're going to take it away from me. Yeah. Yeah. So I know what it is to be a hard worker. I know what it is to suffer. I know what it is to be cheated on. I know what it is to have miscarriages. I know what it is to be abused, domestic violence. I know what it is to lose what you mostly want in life. I know what it is to be betrayed, robbed, people stealing your stuff or breaking your stuff. Yeah, I know what it is. Unfortunately, I know that and more. Okay. Thank you for coming in the live. But Edward, like I said, it's been a rough journey. My life has not been where everybody thinks it is. There's other things and everything, but there's nobody in my family that you can actually have a conversation or have a discussion with. Unfortunately, I never had a shoulder to cry on, ever. Ever in my family. Nothing ever. So when I had a heartbroken, breaking, whatever you want to call it, being heartbreaking, I can't speak now. Hold on. Heartbroken. When you have a broken heart, I didn't have nobody. You know what I mean? So it was, you cry by yourself. I'm about to sneeze. Okay. And when I had a miscarriage, I was by myself. All my miscarriages, I've been by myself. Did anybody ever said, I'm sorry for your loss? No. Did everybody offer a shoulder to cry on? No. Nothing whatsoever. So that's why I'm the way I am. You know? You seen a lot. Yes, I have. Yeah, the price of the gifts you have. Yep, that too. But that's it. Just go forward. That's it. I cry along. First time, like I told you, Edward, was the video that I made when I was crying. You can check all my videos. I have like 4.6 thousand. I don't know how many more I have. I have never cried in none of my videos. But that video. the first one after my surgery, I have never cried. I never poured out the way I did. I haven't even gone and watched it. Not even yet. And I said I was, but I haven't got a chance to. I have never cried on YouTube. The one you did outside. No, the one that I did here and where I record. After I had my surgery, I did a video and I stayed on hours. The day after my surgery. I think that one is the longest one, not the one that I'm not the one that I'm talking about that I just had surgery on. Yeah, you saw. Yeah. I never, like I said. So, I'm on this journey by myself. So, I try to be myself in every type of way, even if I have to cry. I'm not ashamed of it. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. I need to express myself. Some people understand, some people don't. Some people were judging me right away. Oh, how can you put that? How could you let people know? I said, I don't care. You know what I mean? Everything you are in my family is like, oh, how could she say that? Oh my God, did you see what she wrote? Oh my God, did she really say those? Why is she letting everybody know? You know what I mean? Like I said, I gotta be myself. If people like it or not. If I have to cry, I have to cry. If I have to say that that's how I feel, I've always been by myself, so it's always been like that. That's why I love animals so much too. Because, like I said, I didn't grow up with brothers and sisters. While I have brothers and sisters, but I didn't grow up with them. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, I only had pets. I only had animals. I had my dogs. I had one dog, and then I had another one. Then they started multiplying. I had 10. Yep. So, and those were my brothers and sisters or my kids. The way, like I said, it's just I love more animals than I love people, especially in my family. You know what I mean? All my love goes to animals. It's just always been like that. I guess because, like I said, with so much pain and so much hurt and so much changes that I went through, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's been a task. And like I told you, Edward, I don't mind selling everything of my values or whatever, valuables and stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's bringing me what I want. You know what I mean? Nobody's chipping in, nobody's helping, nobody's anything. You know? So I do everything with my work. You know what I mean? So if I do the tarot and everything like that, I use that money, I put it away. If I sold a dress, if I sold my shoes, if I sold the jewelry or whatever, I put that money away because I want to do my procedure. And that's the gift I want to give myself for my birthday and Christmas. So me saving up the money, by the time the new year comes and everything, I'll be fine. Because like I told you, I need to rest and everything. I got to make sure everything's fine before I could do a procedure like that. Because I just had surgery, so I don't want to risk it with other things and making things complicated. My birthday's on the 24th. Thank you. Yeah, I find more trust in animals than people. Yep. After you being betrayed so many times, different reasons. Yeah. So I might be on YouTube on my birthday, or I might be on my TikTok on my birthday. So I'm not sure. Or I might not be at neither. You know what I mean? I don't know yet. Because right now, the most focus right now is to raise the money so I can do my procedure. That's why I'm a little puffy here, because I haven't slept and everything, just getting things together, taking out, oh, I have this, I have that, blah, 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 and everything. So I'm like a chicken with no head, and I'm like, not Bugs Bunny, Speedy Gonzalez, and the Roadrunner, all combined. So. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a good-hearted, loving, honest, truthful, loyal person. Once someone has me as a friend or a relationship at the time, I am so 100% loyal. But loyalty doesn't bring you anything. It just brings you problems. So I treated people with so much respect. For me to get disrespect in return, it's like, wow. My hair's growing back, so it's growing because I was losing my hair and everything. So it's growing. My hair hasn't grown in years. Yeah. Wrong people, yeah. Wrong time, wrong place. But, yeah. That's the thing. I'm freezing right now, too. That's the reason, too. Yeah. But to be honest with you, Edward, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm stressed. But I gotta suck it all up and do what I gotta do. But I am tired. I am exhausted. But that's what happens. Let me see how long. Okay. So that's the honest truth. No, I haven't. I haven't really slept. No. I'm exhausted. I am. But I just want to sell everything I can and to raise the money and be able to do my procedure. Once you see me that I say I've completed, I did everything, boom, that I raised the money, I have the money, I sold everything, and blah, 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 you'll see all this melt away. Keeping me up is selling things. That's my main focus, selling everything I can. Oh, you want this? Okay, cool. Come and pick it up, or you want me to ship it to you, whatever. I'm just like that, just on the go, like I told you. Like a chicken with no head. I'm like Roadrunner. I'm like Bugs Bunny type. Uh, that's what's keeping me up. That's what's keeping me just thinking. So I have no support. Like I said, everything I have to do it on my own. So I set myself up for 12 years. I don't need, I'll tell you right now, this is how you know how different I am from other females. I use my brain. I write things down. I have my paper. I have my pen. Boom. Set up the plan how you want to do this. I set myself up for 12 years. I don't need a carriage. I already have one. Technically, I have two because I had my twin carriage and I have that put away. And then I have my single carriage and then I have my other carriage. So there's 3 carriages. Let's go with 3 carriages. I have 3 carriages. I have my crib. That was from my son. I didn't get rid of my crib. I just had to get maybe a mattress. That's about it. A baby mattress because I got rid of that. Because somebody needed one and I got rid of it ages ago, like 15 years ago type, Because when he grew out of it, he went into a toddler bed and everything. So, clothes, shoes, baby bottles, I don't need any of it. I'm set. I have all that. I have 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, 9 to 12 months, 12 to 24 months. No, sorry, 18 to 24 months, 24 months to 2T. I have 3T, 4T, 5T, size 6, size 7, size 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because I have 12 years worth. Then I have sneakers from newborn all the way to age 12. Shoes from age newborn to age 12. What else? Diapers. I don't need diapers because I bought, I have packs. I mean, packs of diapers. It looks like a store right now. I set myself up for 12 years, so I don't need to worry about okay, wait a minute, I need this, I need to do this, I have to go here, I had to get this. No, 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 no. I wrote everything down that I need. I don't need bibs, I don't need hair ties, I don't need socks, I just don't need anything. I'm set up for 12 years. Everything I need, let me see. A bobby pillow, my pregnancy pillow, sheets. I mean, I have everything that I ever needed or ever wanted. Let me see what else. I'll give you an example. Oh, I have my baby swing. I have my baby bassinet. So all I need to do is my procedure and she is set. And if I end up with 2 or 3, you never know because that's how it is when you do these procedures. You might end up with 2 or 3 at one shot, So I have enough to supply everything that I need and everything. You know what I mean? The only thing maybe I have to buy is formula. Or maybe I have to, or I'm going to breastfeed. I don't know. Like I said. But that's how I did my plan. I did that ages ago. Did that years ago. Everything's just put away. I've been packing it all, labeling, putting labels on it. Okay, this is all baby stuff. Boom. And I bought everything. Everything you can imagine throughout the years. What happened was they said I was having a girl and I popped out a boy. I kept all my girl stuff. Then I started buying throughout the years. Then I got pregnant again. That's when I lost my daughter from 15 years ago. So I just kept on buying, and I just put away. And there's stuff that I have since I was a teenager too. You know what I mean? So not only that, she doesn't need any watches because she has a mother here that fixes watches, and I gave her own collection of watches too. So she don't need a watch, she don't need jewelry, she don't need nothing. I'm the designer. Yeah. So she has everything she ever wanted. That and more. And yep, I've been busy. I even said, you can even have my pocketbooks. You want my handbags? You can have them. You can have them. Thank you. And that's what I'm going to teach her. I have plans for her. I already see my visions. I have so much plans for her. And me and her going to be a team. See, Edward, me and her, I'm going to take her. So, I'm sorry, I might cry. So, I'm going to teach her and I'm going to take her to when I did the soup kitchen, feeding the homeless. I'm going to take her So if she sees a homeless person, so she'll give him $1, 50 cents, because she's going to be small. So I'm going to teach her from small. So when we see homeless people, I'm going to give her the dollar and everything. So she knows and say, here, you give that to him or you give that to her and everything. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to do it everything like what I did in my life. You know what I mean? So I want her to show that to her kids. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna show her that.
That's from your father.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna show her the world, but in the giving. Hold on, give me a second. My door open. Wait, because the latch is not on. Okay, there. So I'm gonna show her how to give. I'm on the. I don't have no phone. I'm on my live, just on the regular phone. Okay, anyway, a lot of interruptions, guys. I have my phone. Everybody's asking me if I have their phone. So, Edward, I'm gonna let me go back to what I was saying. The thing is, I'm gonna show her how to shop on a budget. She doesn't have to spend a lot of money to look nice. I'm gonna show her how to save money. I'm gonna teach her from small. I'm gonna give her a big piggy bank. Do I have a big piggy bank? Somewhere around here. I'm gonna give her a big piggy bank, and I'm gonna tell her to bring me her toy or bring me something that's hers, and then she's responsible, learning how to be independent, learning how to save money at a young age. And I'm gonna give her a quarter. I'm starting her off with a quarter so she knows the value of money. And then slowly but steady, then from a quarter, then 50 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, then $1. Like that. So she can understand what money's about and how to save money. Those are my plans. I see my visions, and I see me walking with her, like she's a little toddler and everything, and she's giving $1 to a homeless person. That's what I see. And I might cry. Sorry. So, that's it. Yeah. So, it was pretty. I seen it a couple days ago. She was like wearing like those little sandals and little cute little dress and everything, and just going like that and everything. It was cute. So yeah, I want her to understand we have good and bad. I'm gonna show her, you can't always trust everyone. I know you have a big heart and you want to help people, but there's a certain extent. You know what I mean? So, me, I have helped all kinds of people. I mean, drug addicts, people that have been in bad, how do I say it? Like, how can I say this? Like, associations, like gangs and everything like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, I help different people. And like I told you, I want to show her so she can change the world, so she can know what it is. And I want her to come to me for anything. If she has a broken heart, come to me. If she wants to know about, well, you guys call it the birds and the bees or the sex or something, I want her to come to me. Not to learn it off the street or hear it from somewhere else. And if the fact is she makes the decision when she's older, either she waits to marriage or she wants to make that decision because when she's older and she has her own mind, it's her own decision. I want her to come to me and talk about it. And if she does want to do that step, I'm going to tell her the reasons. If you do it this way, if you do it that way, this is the consequence of this. If she still wants to, I respect her wishes because, you know, I'm not gonna um, control her life and everything like that. So, and I'd rather have her in my home where I know where she's at, not in some place. You know what I mean? I want her to come to me and have that conversation with me as a parent, as a friend, as anything. You know what I mean? As an advisor, as a anything, as a teacher. I just want her to come to me and speak to me. We will have that relationship because I'm going to make sure of that. Like I said, I personally, honestly, Edward, I didn't learn about sex from in my family. We never talked about that. I never learned none of that. I learned that from the street because of my friends, you know what I mean? That I asked in the street, like when I see, oh, I see one of my friends, hey, yo, by any chance, just out of curiosity, what is this? What is that? I was very clueless. I was inexperienced. I was young. You know what I mean? So I ask questions. So you ask people on the street of your friends. When you see them, when you're walking and you're going to a bus, a train, or just to a restaurant or whatever, you're like, hey, how you doing? Yo, can I pull you to the side? Can we have a chat? I never, you know, never asked anybody. I didn't learn this in my house or anything. Never the talk was of sex or anything. So I learned on the street. And that's how I got educated in that field. They're like, well, oh, I said, can you ask your girlfriend? Can you ask your wife? Because, you know, I don't know anything. And that's when I was very young. And I was very inexperienced young girl that didn't know anything in life. So, and throughout the years, then you learn. And then you learn for different reasons of other things in life. I didn't think we had bad people in the world. I didn't have, how do you say, I don't know how to say it in English, but Alicia. I didn't think about anybody being bad people. I thought everybody was nice. Everybody was a good person. But I learned that the hard way. You know? So that's the thing. I want to teach her how to make things. She can have all the jewelry she wants. She can have anything she wants. Anything, I'll make it for her. So. But there's a book that I bought for her. The book is beautiful. It's like a scrapbook, but it says everything about a daughter. And it has beautiful sayings in it. It's just, the book is a beautiful book. It's a connection that I can't explain to you. I have to read it to you. I'll read it to you another day. It's one of those books when the day you're born, then the day that you get married or something or go away to college, you give them their baby book. But what it says, it has so much meaning. Every word in there is like everything that my heart wants to say. So I seen my daughter, and I spent time with her ages ago. She's stubborn, hard-headed like me. But oh no, she don't let nobody walk all over her or walk all over me. She defended me. She's like, no, no, no. She took the papers because it was a situation. You were trying to set me up, and she said, no, 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 no. And she took the papers and, oh, no, then we ain't having this. So she had that New York like me. Oh, so I was like, oh my gosh, she's just like me. Oh my God. So she's a pain in the ass, just like me. I said, oh, yes, perfect. Yeah. Yeah. She was wearing baggy clothes. She had her jet black hair, straight hair, curly, but she had it the New York style. She said, nah, 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 we ain't having this. That's how she was to me. But she was already older when I seen her, so. Remember, other worlds are different, you know what I mean? You're already older, you're a teenager, or you're a baby in one world, you know? Different dimensions. But she wasn't putting up with nobody disrespecting me or trying to do anything to me. She wasn't having it. I just hope that I get to spend time with her on my birthday. Her spirit. I haven't seen her in a while. And to be honest with you, Edward, it hurts me. It really does. Reason why she's not been around was because, I have to explain to you like in detail another time. It's because of evil people, you know what I mean? I made enemies. What's new? So they like cut me off with her. You can cut somebody off spiritually and do things for a person not to, or a soul not to be around a person. So that's what they did. But yeah. 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 That's just a little bit of what I shared. That's not all of it. It's far worse than what I have told you, experienced, and everything. It's far worse. But yeah. It's a task. Thank you. It will after. It will after. You'll see that. You'll see my whole face, eyes, everything. You'll be like, whoa. Yo, spiritual psychic angel's back to herself. That's the first thing you'll say. She's back. She's back to her. She's back. Yeah. This year's almost over. We're almost in December. So January, February. Yeah, that gave me enough time to rest and stuff. I'm going to go in December, make my appointment to see if I see the surgeon, the one that doesn't want to see me or they changed the appointment type situation. I'm going to say, yo, I want to know, am I perfectly fine so I could do whatever I need to do? All right, cool, thanks. I'm not going to even say nothing. I was like, I'm like, I don't want to even hear about him because it's very unprofessional what he did. So. And then, hopefully by the new year, if I do my procedure, let's say if I get the money right away, let's say I get it by November, December, and I'll do the procedure January and I'll give birth in November, just like me. Or if I do the procedure in February, I give birth in December. But if I do the procedure in March, I give birth in January. So, or maybe sooner than that because, you know, like I told you. It all depends. Like I said. The main focus right now is to sell everything. Do what I gotta do. Well, there's a lady that been buying a few items and everything, and I told her why I needed the money, and she's like, oh, she told her entire family. So that's like a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I've been selling stuff to her and everything like that. Like I said, I have enough stuff that I could be able to sell just to be able to make the money. It's just getting the people buying it. That's the thing. So between that and then I do a couple readings, I should be fine. I just need rest. I know. I'll rest after. So. But that's the honest truth. Tired is not the word. And that's what you gotta understand too. No one helps me of anything. No one's selling anything for me. Nobody's posting anything for me. Videos that I make, I do on my own and everything. So you figure it's a lot. That's why videos are taking forever to post and everything. But, you know, that's what happens. See, nobody could ever throw in my face and say, oh, you got things from a man. Oh, you get support. You get this. No, 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 no. Make it pretty clear. I don't get nothing from no one. I don't want nothing from a person that tried to kill me. I don't want nothing from a person that is crazy. I don't want nothing from a person that is just, we're not even together type situation. So that's what I'm saying. I never took a dime from no man. No man. At all. So everything I ever got in my life, I got it with my hard work, my sweat. You know what I mean? My hard work. Nobody has ever given me anything. Just a bunch of headaches. What time is it? That's a good question. I can't tell you. Let me see if I can bring the phone down. Give me a second. Let me go with the... Okay. It's 5:59. It's going to be 6 p.m. I ate and took my medicine. Oh, okay, cool. Welcome back. So... Saturday rain, birthday, the festival, holidays, and awesome. Not always. Not always. Because my other child, going on 16, in December, he was born before Christmas, so you can never have a birthday. Because nobody will come. Me, you can't have a birthday either because I was born on the 24th, and that's right by Thanksgiving. And every 7 years it falls on Thanksgiving, so no, it doesn't always work out that good. No, a lot of people don't want to go to birthdays, or you don't have family around because everybody's with their own family, or they made family, or with a boyfriend or girlfriend type of situation. So I always thought it was nice having it combined, but no, the store's always closed. Thanks. But Thanks. Do you know that I had nobody ever, well, let me see. People cook for me, okay. Let me see. No, not really. Cooking wise, I'm trying to think if anybody ever cooked for me. Well, try to kill me with their food. Yeah, maybe, but not really. So it's like I was never like wined and dined or pampered. I always paid for everything, but anyway. Yeah, I'm natural. What do you mean, Edward? I can't believe I've been on for almost, 87 minutes. Wow. Interesting. Time goes quick. I just didn't notice. Look at all the breakout. Yeah, that's what happens when you eat something you're not supposed to. Mm-hmm. Yep. I had an allergic reaction. Look at that. Right there. Oh, wow. That's a bad allergic reaction. See, that was the thing. I don't think I could eat peppers or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Me, I love my skin, so you guys, if I look horrible, I don't mind. Trust me. I don't have that thing that I gotta cover up. No, I just can't do it. No. It is what it is. But look, right there. Right there. Right there. Wow. Now I gotta figure out what I ate that I wasn't supposed to. Yeah. Well, we already know I gave up. I can't eat meat, no chicken, no nothing. I gotta eat fish and seafood. So now we gotta go back to see what's in there. But one thing, Edward, about eating meat and everything, when you stop eating meat, you lose weight. Like mad weight. There's always the positive and negatives, yeah. Yeah, but like I was saying about chicken and food, of meats and everything. Once you stop eating that, you lose mad weight. I mean, mad weight. So. Yeah, I lost mad weight. If I tell you, you lose mad weight. And you just stay with vegetables, salads, and fish and everything, it's just like, wow. No, no, no. Of them coming out of their heart to do it, or I ask them to make me something is different, you know what I mean? But no, nobody has ever cooked a special dinner for me. Nobody ever surprised me on my birthday. No, no, no. Nobody has ever did anything nice for me, only messed up stuff. I told you about the thing with the dress, right? What they did for me, to me, for my birthday, ages ago, 15 years ago. I told you about that one. that they gave me a dress. Oh, no, none of them cook for me. No. 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 Actual cook food, like on a stove, cook? No. Bought me takeout with my own money? Maybe that. Oh, they went to go get food because they were hungry or whatever. With my money. But never paid anything out of their pocket. No. No, I never had an actual cooked meal. I never had candlelight dinner. I never had candles. I did everything when it came to anniversaries. Every month was an anniversary. I celebrate every month. And I did something beautiful with balloons. 1 month anniversary, second anniversary, third. You know, stuff like that. I did balloons. I did presents. I did the best china because I have a beautiful china set. And I did so much. Nobody's ever did anything for me. Never set a table for me. Never pulled out a chair for me type situation. Maybe one time in my life because that was my first relationship. But no. No, I never had that treatment. No chicken. No chicken. No. No. No meat. No. No. I got sick, and now I feel a lot better without eating any type of meat. I feel great. I was having problems. Bad problems. So, no, I never had anything special. All I had was one time, one birthday. I think I shared this with you. Ex-fiance, I say ex-fiance now, whatever. At the time was fiance, but he punched me in my stomach on my birthday, and I carry a dead baby into December 12th. So that's one birthday. Another birthday was they gave me a beautiful dress that he had his whore, his lover, whatever you want to call it. They did the nasty in my dress. She wore the dress. And then they wrapped it up and gave it to me on my birthday. Yeah. And then another time, there's other things. Yeah. But, yeah. My dog died before my birthday. So I didn't have her for my birthday. I couldn't spend time with her on my birthday. That destroyed me. That's another time. I mean, never had a good birthday. Then I had miscarriages before my birthday. And that was more heartbreak. And then I lost my other dog before my birthday too. That's another tragedy. So, yeah. So, nobody never wanted a loyal girl. Never. That was the sad part. When I was young, I always looked at myself in the mirror and I said, I'm Victoria's Secret material. I mean, I could have wore the stuff, just like the Victoria's Secret models. And I'm like, what's wrong? But why does he want a 200 or 300-pound person with all types of train tracks all over her? I started questioning. I was like, what? But I look good. There's nothing on my body. I don't have no markings. I don't have no nothing. I was like, but that's what the person was into. So whatever. And then that was it. I never, matter of fact, I'm going to tell you a story. I don't know if I shared it with you at one time. I don't know on any of my lives. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Different scenarios, different places, different times. All right, Edward, I did the Victoria's Secret lingerie thing, looking all cute and adorable and everything like that. And I went to my fiance and everything. And he made me feel like crap. He made me feel like shit. He wanted to, oh my God, oh my God, what's wrong with you? And I said, I took the damn thing and I started ripping it off and I said, forget this shit. Sorry, I hit the phone with the pen. It went flying. You seen that, right? So I said, forget this shit. I ripped it, threw it away, and I never wore lingerie ever again. I never did it again. He made me feel like crap. And I was young. I was only 18, 19 at the time. Because we were living together at the time, and then at 20 we broke up. Yeah. So I was 19 because I turned 20. Yeah. And never, I never did it again. I never put nothing on cute, sexy, nothing. Never did it. I just did t-shirt, some boxers, guys boxers type thing. Yeah, that was it. T-shirt boxers, or the pajama long pants. That was it. Never went to did that sexy thing on Victoria's Secret. I never did it because he made me feel like shit. I try to look very fancy, very nice, whatever you want to call it, for your man. But unfortunately, that's just how it is. Let me go check the battery. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I still have battery. But, yeah. I never really been able to talk to anybody about any of this because there's nobody to talk to. So I feel comfortable that I could just sit here and talk. You know what I mean? So it's just, that's the thing. But unfortunately, it's been a rough journey, rough life. I've been humiliated. I can't say the words, I'm sorry. I've been, people try to embarrass me, try to make fun of me, put me down. You know what I mean? So I've been through every type of way that you could imagine. But, you know. Now I'm roasting because I'm wearing this. So give me a second. I have long sleeves on. Give me a second. Oh my God. I'm roasting. Oh, much better. Oh, much better. Because it's like, reminds me of the sheep. So, okay, wow. Whew. Now I'm much better. It's too hot. Zipper the jacket. Yeah, put my jacket down. Down. That's just how it is. That's why it's hard for me to trust anybody as far as I can throw them. Wait until I tell you. So Spirit was telling me that there's another man coming into my life, right? Oh, this is a good one. I said, oh, really? Let's see how that's going to work out. I said, no, I don't think so. So I'm aware of my surroundings and everything like that. So Spirit was like, well, there's another person coming. Watch. I'll show you. Watch. 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 Right here. Watch. Watch. House, right? Wait. What's coming to my house? Hold on. A message. A letter. Wait. From a man. Isn't that something right there? Like I told you. Spirit ain't lying. Spirit is saying it on point. I don't think so. And here's a female. I don't think so. No, thank you. Right there. Because you're working so hard, going through so many changes. You're like being a prisoner, working, right? Look at that. Exactly like I tell you. I know my stuff like the back of my hand. Anyway, here's another man. Oh, here we go again. For a privileged lady, whatever you want to call it, female, whatever. A letter. That could be an email, text to your home. I don't think so. So I'm already prepared. Any man that gets me at me, they're going to know my color. I'll be like, step, back up. I don't know you. You don't know me. Get the stepping. Because he ain't coming with no freaking good intentions. Look. Trying to end your path, of course. Look at your path right there. I don't think so. No, thank you. It's one of those type of men that they think they know it all, and they can have anything they want, and they're the what's the thing when you bruise their ego, they're egotistical, and the other thing is narcissistic, and that other thing, what's that other thing? They can't take no for an answer. Yeah, it's been a terrible time in my life, yeah. Yeah. But I survived through all that. So think about it. How many stories that I can tell people? Maybe they've been through them, I can help them. You know what I mean? They're actual facts, actual evidence of all kinds of stuff, you know? So. And that's the thing. Yeah, there was a lot of terrible times. But like I said, Edward, I always been by myself, on my own. That's why I'm so independent. You know what I mean? If I have to cry, I cry on my own. By myself. In a room. Or outside. Or in the bathtub. Or in the shower. Just cry, you know? Yeah. So. It's been, oh, that's another thing. Jealousy was always another problem in my relationship. Like, I wanted to buy this beautiful, oh my God, beautiful dining room table. And a beautiful sofa set. They were all leather. And at the time, it was only like $50, $100. $100 for the whole set. But I had it, I had this, but I'm not this type of person. I had to ask permission for a man to be able to get those. Excuse me? I don't have to ask you permission or nothing. I want something, I buy it. I don't need you to give me money to buy it. So I had it to get permission. Whoa. So I couldn't get the furniture. First, I didn't have the money at the time, but you know what I mean? I couldn't get the furniture because I was in a relationship. That's when I was real young. You know what I mean? But I got my table. I didn't get the sofas, but I got the damn table. And then I made money off the table years later. So, yeah. It worked out good. So, the table was beautiful. It was like a country style cutting board type. And then the chairs were carved with flowers and everything. It was romantic, the way I love things. Hi, I'm back a week ago. I started making pots for plants, and all pots came back perfectly out of the molds. Yesterday, I went to my friend and told them what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Congratulations. Yeah, no, he didn't deserve me. No, he didn't. None of them ever deserved me. And like I told you, I remember the one that I told you about the lipstick that he smeared it all over my face. Oh, yeah. I cleaned myself up. I went like this. Hold on. Give me a second. I went. I said, try that again. Like, yeah. Just with the look, I'm like, yeah. Try that shit again. Yep. So. It's been like I told you, Edward, it's been a lot in my life. So. I've been on for 107 minutes. Yep. Yep. So. So now you understand, Edward, little by little about my life, about myself, why I'm the way I am. And I still make videos, and I still talk to people, and I still try to have a little bit of hope still in people, certain people, you know. I'm talking about in my life, not on YouTube. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about surroundings. Hold on, Edward. Spirit is talking to me. Hold on. Give me a second. I just like spaced out for a moment, like. Anyway, hold on. Mm. Man, lost my card. Give me a second. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Hold on. Come on. That's too many. Okay. All right. This is for Edward. This is for you. Hold on. They're talking to me. Hold on. They told me in the near future, that means remember we're in 2026 coming up soon, to be careful. Like they say, journey, you know what I mean? Something's coming in. Somebody is going to try to be a two-faced type person and try to betray you. Like be a thief in the night type situation. Like use you, abuse you type situation. False person. That's what I'm saying. Just be careful around false people. That's what Spirit is telling me. I just like this one like this. When I go like this, I'm like they're just talking and they're like, yeah, this. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like that. You know how when I channel. Yeah, false person. It's a male, it's a guy. It's a guy. In the near future, like somebody's gonna like be a false person around you. Okay, what else? What about it? Yep. Trying to betray you. Coming in. What else for everyone? Yep, false person. Yep. Confirm. Yep. 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 What else? What else, please? Yep. Coming in. Yep. Exactly like I said. Just be careful. Not always people want good intentions for everyone. It's like, I just like spaced out. I went somewhere of another dimension. I just like went. I don't know how to explain, but since yesterday, after I was there by my friends, every pot that I took out the most. Oh yeah, that's the, I don't know how to say it. How can I say it in English? That's a direct hit, to say it like that. That's bad energy, not good intentions. So the pots hit it before it hits you. It'll break. Give me a second. Phone battery is dying, so I have to raise the camera a little up. We gotta leave it there. Because I gotta charge it. It's at 20% now. Yeah, so anything that breaks, unfortunately, that's a direct hit. It took that instead of you. The person, they have good intentions, and whatever they have on top of them, they're bringing bad juju around you. So it took your plants, the pots for the plants. So it's all about energy. It's all about vibration. It's all about what you have around you. Unfortunately, when people are evil or they have stuff on them, your things break in your house, on your property too. It takes direct hit to your items before it hits you. But if you didn't have no items, then it's going to be a direct hit that's going to be on you. So, yeah. Let me put my book down. Try not to be around the negative people. You see which one it is and you cut them loose. You cut them out of your life. C'est la vie. Goodbye. Arrivederci. Bonsoir. Adios. Saranara. Farewell. Thank you, Edward. No, later on I'll share more. I'm just a little exhausted and tired. I will share more and you'll be like, what? When was this? What year was this? All in due time. Yeah. I'm going to be on for 2 hours already. 3 more minutes makes exactly 2 hours. So you guys, I'm going to make the 3 minutes, make it to 2 hours, and then I'll see if I can come back tomorrow. Because to be honest with you guys, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Edward, it's the reason is because the person has bad energy. If anything breaks around someone, that means they're carrying something or they're trying to throw stuff at you, but it hits your pots, not you. That's what it is. When your friends or anybody stands next to something and something breaks, because of jealousy. That's what it is. You get a job and things and it gets worse. Yeah, it's jealousy. When people are not happy for people, that's what they do. You don't have to do a form of witchcraft. All you have to use is your words, your eyes, and your mind to give bad intentions and make a person's life a living hell. I'll give you an example. All right, let me go into character right now. My thing is right now, every time you get a job, okay, I'm going to go into character. Let's go with the character that I'm going to go into. I'm going to use Z30. That's what I'm going to call you. Oh, every time Z30 gets a job, oh my God, why? Why not me? Oh my God, they're making more money than me. Oh, I can't stand them. I hope that they lose their job, blah, blah, blah. Do you see what I'm trying to explain to you? You see how the intention, how they spoke that out into the existence. Now you'll have problems at the job and then to the point that you'll be fired. It's all about your tongue. Your tongue can get you into trouble. Speaking into existence gets you into trouble. You know what I mean? These are all types, they call them spells. Prayer. When somebody prays, that's a spell. You go to church and every time you're praying and those are all spells. We just call it prayer. Every time you wish on something like blow out candles, that's a form of witchcraft, but we don't call it that because we just call it's a wish. You're wishing on your birthday. You're wishing on a different type of thing of, let me see what else we can wish for. The 4th of July, you know, people light up candles and everything like that. You know, the 4th of July candles and all the sparkling, and some people want to just make a wish. Why you think wishes come true? because it's a form of a practice, but it's not a bad practice because you're not doing it intentionally bad of setting it up that way. You know what I mean? So your birthday, blow out the beautiful candles, you know, cheap ass candles nowadays. But you know what I mean? You're not expecting anything. But if you say, "Oh, well, I want my birthday wish and I want this one to get fired so I could get that job." You just did out of your mouth a form of bad intentions to a person on your birthday. So now that person's going to lose their job because you want that person's job. See, there's good intentions and bad intentions. And unfortunately, you have a lot of negative people around you. And that's what happens. I have a lot of clients that had it a removal, bad intention people around them. How they make their lives better, open up their path. Oh, that was so much work. And then, yeah. But that's what it is. That's why I tell you guys, always stay around positive people. But if persons are be like this, let me go back to character. Uh-huh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that one. I'm just rolling the eyes and just showing you character-wise. And that's jealousy, that's envy, and that's hate. And that's what mostly people are doing these days. They laugh with you. How you doing? But biting their teeth. Just giving you guys examples. I just want you guys to be aware of things, you know. In this world, you have to be. Try to stay away from every type of toxic people. Even if you have to block them, even if you have to delete their number or whatever and be like, bye, I hope you wish you well, but I don't want to be your friend anymore. Or you don't say nothing and just block them, they'll get the message eventually. Just remember that, guys. Yes, it is. And vibrational match, yes. What did I tell you, Edward, in one of my videos? It's like a cell phone. Your charger, right? You plug it into the wall and you're getting it charged, and then your phone is fully charged with battery, right? So when you're around, excuse me, around negative people, they're draining your battery. They're sucking up all your energy. When you're around positive people, doors open. Every type of way, doors open. When you're around toxic, negative people, your doors close. And if they got karma attached to them, you get a little whiff of what they got. Then that's when you be like, why am I broke? I just got paid. But why did the car break down? But why did they cancel my appointment that I waited so long to meet singer so-and-so? Why did my check bounce? Why was the mortgage not paid, but I paid it in advance? They should have got it. Where's the money at? Everything goes chaos and everything goes missing because of the energy, unfortunately. That's why you guys got to look up Mercury retrograde. Never, 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 never. When it's Mercury retrograde, never sign papers. Never buy a car. Never buy a house. Never get a job or start a job at that time. I should keep praying and doing what I need to do to provide for my family no matter what comes my way. Wish you luck. Keep doing what you're doing. But like I said, stop being around negative people. You're around toxic people, negative people. Prayer is not going to help you. If I'm telling you. You could pray, but still the energy, you have to understand about energy. Bad energy around you, prayer is not going to help. You have to wake up, be wise, that's just common sense. Just see that it's not good to be around those people. You just don't be around those people. and your life will be better. You can see it for yourself. Test the theory. Test it. Test it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Be around a couple of toxic people just for a day. See how messed up your day will be, right? Then wait 15 or 20 days. Be around some positive people. And you'll see your life change. You'll be like, whoa, look at this. This is a big difference. So, like they say, to each his own. Like I said, you make your bed, you sleep in it. People that don't take advice don't get to old age. That's just the logic truth. So, everybody has their own way of thinking, their own way of being, their own decisions. When it bites you in the ass, that's on you. That's how I say it. I say it straight up. I don't cut corners. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I tell you the raw deal. That's what it is. I don't like to be around people that are negative. And then they start talking about negativity or money-wise. There's people that would just, oh, well, if you're a psychic, give me the lotto numbers. I ain't going to give you the damn lotto numbers. First of all, it's not meant for you. That's one. Second of all, you're greedy. You're just thinking about finances. You're just thinking about money, 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 money. No. You could go right off my channel. That's what I'm saying. Those are toxic people. Those are very toxic people. That's why I stay away from everyone that's toxic. That is just interested in being greedy and hateful and everything. You're welcome. Like I said, I can't. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I have to be what it is. I don't like for people to get taken advantage of. I don't like people going through changes. I don't like people dealing with negativity around them and weird stuff happening to them. While those are items that they have that are in their business or selling, like you have all the pots. You know what I mean? I say you have 50 pots and all 50 of them broke. There goes your business. There goes your money down the drain. Now you got to replace that with money that you don't have. That's the situation. That's what I try to tell you. When, like I said, when I tell people that stuff and that they stuff broke in their house, they say, "Oh, bad vibe, bad things." Yeah, and yeah, I was like, "Yep." And they're like, "Oh, no, don't bring that person to my house. Don't bring that person on my property. Bye bye." I say, "Yep. Good thing you did that." And their life became fine, right back to normal. It's just the energy. Oh, I'll even show you on camera. I'll be around somebody negative and you'll see something break on me. You'll be like, yo, spiritual, what happened? I told you guys. Something might be around my neck, a necklace, boom, might fall off. A bracelet might fall off or just explode or something. Or something just might fall, break, I don't know. Different scenarios. The whole palette of something from a store could just come down, just like that. It doesn't matter what it is. It's about what you're around. I gotta post or send you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about, detail for detail, because like I told you, what did I tell you, Edward, about energy? Remember I told you about sexual energy. When a person gets together with another person, they exchange energies. And when you exchange energies, if that person has a messed up life, that they're broke, got issues, always have bad luck, you attach that through yourself sexually. Now you have that DNA of that bodily fluids you guys exchanged and everything. Now you have that in you. And now that you have that in you, as a man, as a woman, whatever scenario it is, you know, different things for different folks. Now you're carrying that. Now you have to deal with that. If that person has a past life karma and they brought it into this world, unfortunately, that's attached to you now. Now you have bad luck. Now you're broke. Now you're going to be going through job after job, and now you're not going to get paid. Paychecks are going to get lost. Everything's going to be chaos in your life. That's why you have to know who you sleep with. Unfortunately, that's just life. You know? And then, no, I didn't tell you that one. Then the person you slept with someone else, and that person slept with someone else, and then it's like a chain, right? So now all those energies are inside you. So if that person slept with 50 people, those 50 energies are inside of you. Now you're dealing with each one of those 50 people. Each one of whatever they did, gone through, if they have bad luck or if they have good luck, that all attaches to you. Then you have to wait. It takes depends. It could take 5 to 10 years for that energy to come out of you, unless you keep on having sexual intercourse with that same person. When you don't have sex anymore with that person that gave you all that type of situation, it starts to leave your body. You just can't keep on continuing with that person. It starts leaving. That energy starts to leave out of your body. You have to cleanse yourself. You have to clean yourself, and you have to be celibate for a long time, not to do what you're doing. Focus yourself on jobs, focus of work, focus yourself on something else until that energy comes out. Talking from experience. I had to wait, what, for a person's energy out of my system? It was, yeah, about 5 years, 10 years. I had different scenarios. Yeah, it's crazy but true, yeah. Unfortunately, that's what it is. And then if the person's broke and you have any type of intercourse with that person, you end up broke. The money you had, don't have money anymore. No. Don't you see when somebody has good vibes and you have any type of relationship with them, you both expand out of over a sudden, like, wow, I just got a call from a job. Oh my God, are we going on that cruise? Things start to happen, positive things. Because that's a positive person that has money vibes, blessing vibes, go-getter vibes, let me see, loyalty vibes. All that person has is all positive things. Now you got together with those person right there. You just exchanged energies. Now he's going to succeed and she's going to succeed. Both of you are building something without even knowing. That's how energy works. And then two jealous type people, jealousy, no, that don't mix either. Whew, Lord, that becomes like a little boom type situation. Explosion. Trust me, like a tea kettle. No. So that's the thing. No. Some people didn't like the advice. They took the thumbs up away from me. I had 6 thumbs up, now I have 4. I don't care. I gotta speak my mind. I gotta say what the real deal is. I gotta say the truth. Nothing but the truth. It is what it is, if you like it or not. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm not that type of person. If people don't want to get educated and want advice or wants the information, it is what it is. Then leave. That's what I tell people. If you're not happy with what I'm saying and it's the actual truth with facts and everything, leave. Because you only want to hear what you want to hear. You want to hear the happy things. You want to hear that the person's going to love you or the person's going to come to you within 5 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 hour, 24 hours, within a second. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. So that's just life. Yeah. Like I said, Edward, a lot of people can't take the heat. They can't take advice. They can't take the truth. They rather hear a lie, like everybody lies on YouTube. Oh my God, they love lies. That's just a fascinating thing. When somebody says, oh, he's coming back to you in one day. A person's like, oh my God, he's coming back in one day. Let me call him. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. Sorry. No, he ain't coming back to you because it's not the person for you. And everything's a season and everything's this. I'd say the raw deal. But they get upset because the person's not coming back like other people. So they rather listen to other people, hear lies and everything, and fabricate all that into their life than hearing the actual truth. Love yourself, put yourself first, and then if the person is meant for you or supposed to be with you, they'll come back into your life because you put yourself first and you love yourself. You didn't let him disrespect you, downgraded you, or whatever. So things are a season. Everything's a season. And if it's meant to be, it'll be. And if it's for you, it's already written in your contract. Akashi records. Everybody has Akashi records. We have records here that they call it government files, your birth certificate, your medical records, and the whole 9 yards. But in heaven's law and in universal law, we have Akashi records. And that tells us about our destiny, tells us about our life, who we're supposed to meet, what karma we carry, when are we supposed to have our karma, when we're supposed to meet someone, when we're supposed to die, give birth, have so many kids, graduate from college, go to high school, have a sprained knee, have have their heart broken, different situations at different times. Everything is a timeline of our lives. Ouchie. And people don't get it. And people don't understand it. It is what it is. So that's what it is. So I'm going to get off because I'm almost at 140 minutes already. So I did 2 hours with 20 minutes type. So I'm going to get off because I'm going to go rest. Just want to be on, spend time with you guys. You know, when I have money and people ask me money for bread, then I feel happy to give them. Then people ask me why you give them. I told them because I care. I understand that. But you have to understand when you give them money, you don't know what that pertains because, okay, I'm going to give you an example. Right now, you just gave that person money. That person might have karma. And that person has karma. Now you just attach their karma to your life because you gave them money. One thing you don't give money is if somebody's hungry, you buy them food. You don't give money because that money, they can take that money of yours, do something for you to be screwed over. Unfortunately, that's how life is. That's how energy works and everything. So a lot of things you have to understand. There's a lot of things when it comes to money. Money is the dirtiest thing right now in this world. Why? Because it changes to so many hands. It's never clean unless you wash it and, you hang dry and then you iron it and make it look new again and disinfect it and everything. But like I said, there's a lot of people when you give them money, they use it for bad intentions. So. So if it brings you good things, but if it keeps on bringing you bad stuff in your life and drama and things start breaking and everything, you know, sit down and take a chill pill and wake up to reality and see where your life is heading and why your life is heading that way or why is it going through this and everything. So, you know what I mean? Just always analyze everything you do. Good people always get screwed over. You have to understand that. Good-hearted people attract narcissistic, toxic people. People that are empaths, that, oh my God, that love people and help people and everything. Technically, I'm an empath as well, and I attract crazy people, narcissistic type of people that want to use you because they know that you are an empath. Right away, they're like, oh, she's a helper. Oh, she likes to help. Let me take advantage. You'll see it for yourself one day. You know what I mean? You just have to be aware of things, open your eyes, use your common sense. You know, common sense is not that you find it in a book. You have to be born with common sense. It is what it is. So, like I told you guys, just be aware of your surroundings. Don't always trust everyone that you think you can trust. Like they say, a dollar is like changes one hand to another. A friend can betray you. A coworker can betray you. Your family members can betray you. Your husband can betray you. Your children can betray you. Like I said, watch your surroundings. Find out how the relationship you are with whoever you're around. So, I don't like people getting taken advantage of. It is what it is. Just be wise enough to know the difference. Like, I'm going to give you an example right now. One girl, I sold something to her and she was going to pay me more money. I said, no, 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 no. I said, it's this amount. I said, no, you send me the exact amount. You don't have to send me more. No, I'm not going to charge you. She's like, oh, no, no. And if that's her choice that she wants to give me more because it's kindness of her, that's that. But if I'm selling something for $10, it's not 15, it's not 12, it's $10, like that. So, and she's like, oh, I love your honesty. I thank you so much and everything. And that opens up your doors too. You know what I mean? For being kind, being generous, being honest, and being loyal as a person that's selling an item. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. So I was like, no, it's not that price. It's this. So she was like, she's like, okay. I was like, thank you. You don't have to give me $2 more or $5 more. It's okay. Because I know the person's like on a budget and everything, and I want them to get their money's worth and have everything that they need. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But like I told you, Edward and everything like that. Yep. So those are my plans and everything. That's what I want to do and everything like that. And that's my focus. I'm not focusing on anything else. Just focusing on that. And we go from there. You know me, I don't like to sugarcoat nothing. I don't sugarcoat nothing, sorry. I just say how it is. If a person likes it or not. They gotta wise up and smell the coffee. You know? People take advantage of people every day. And it's sad. Thanks. I'm with a little cute little butterfly. Yeah. Well, you seen how I was like channeling and everything, and I was like, wait a minute, and the spirit's telling me to tell you and everything like that, to be careful and everything like that. You're like your surroundings. It's like someone wants to betray you. And you see how I told you about another man coming into my life. I'm like, I showed you and everything. I was like, So I was like, you see, and I told you what I told you, and it's right there, right there, right there. I said, I don't think so. Anybody that comes near me is like, kung fu. Yeah. But yeah. Like, hi, yeah. Yeah. I'd be like that. I'd be like, no. I don't know what I'll say for the next person that comes in. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm either taken or I'm married. I don't know. I got to come up with some type of lie. Because I don't know. Like I said, this one's coming with those type of narcissistic intentions. So I got to get rid of him. So I'll tell him either I'm married or I'm engaged or I just got married. Some bullshit like that. I don't know. Or that, or it could just be like straight up like, back up. I don't know you. You don't know me. Get the stepping. I could do that one too. I have done that one too. I think that one I'll do because it's my New York way. Yeah. I'll be like, nah, I don't know you. Get the stepping. You can go fly. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that one. Yeah, I think I am. I did it cute, didn't I? Yeah. So, yep. Yep. So I'm almost at 150 minutes, so I'm going to really get off really seriously. I want to go get some rest. Okay, thank you very much. I'm supposed to chat with you. Okay. Have fun making pots. Make some colorful ones. But anyway. Yeah. So I want to say I want to tell everyone have a wonderful night, wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon to everyone around the world that watches me. So I'm getting off because I'm exhausted. I'm tired. That's the honest truth. And Edward, you know I never really say those words that I'm tired, exhausted. I never say those. I never say that. All right. Have a good night, everyone. And I'll see if I can get on tomorrow. Okay?